It started off as just another sunny afternoon press event. The air was buzzing with cameras clicking, microphones flashing red lights, and the steady hum of fans waiting to catch every word from their favorite actress, Tan Songyun. Known for her warmth, wit, and ever-charming personality, she walked into the interview hall with her usual grace, dressed in a simple yet elegant outfit that screamed sophistication without even trying. But no one could have guessed that within minutes, the entire internet would be on fire because of a single slip of the tongue. The reporter leaned forward, smiling as they asked her the question that every actor dreads but audiences live for. If you could choose one actor to work with again, without hesitation, whose name would you say first? For a moment, the crowd held their breath. Tan Songyun smiled politely, as she always did, her eyes glimmering with thought. She paused, as if weighing her words carefully. But then, almost without warning, she blurted out, "Shu Kai." The syllables escaped her lips before she could stop them. The name hung in the air like a spark about to ignite a wildfire. The audience gasped. The reporters' pens scribbled furiously. And the fans watching live streams around the globe went into an immediate frenzy. Her eyes widened, her hand quickly brushing her hair back as she tried to cover the obvious slip. She laughed nervously. Well, I've worked with many amazing actors, but the damage was already done. Shu Kai's name had come first, and everyone knew it. The reaction was immediate. Fans dissected the moment like detectives at a crime scene. Replays of the interview clip flooded every corner of the internet, slowed down, zoomed in, analyzed frame by frame. Was that a blush on Tan Songyun's face right after she said his name? Did she bite her lip, almost as if regretting the honesty of the moment? And what did that laugh mean? Was it a cover-up, or a confession in disguise? The entertainment industry thrives on mysteries like these, and this was no exception. For Shu Kai and Tan Songyun, whose on-screen chemistry in past projects had left audiences swooning, this little slip-up became the spark to reignite rumors that had never fully died down. Behind the scenes, sources close to both stars revealed that Shu Kai had already seen the clip before most of the public even had the chance to. One assistant reportedly said, he was watching the interview quietly, but when her words came out, he smiled in that way he does, like he knew it all along. And here's where things get truly mind-blowing. A day after the interview, Shu Kai was spotted at a private gathering with close friends. Normally stoic and hard to read, this time, his mood seemed unusually bright. Paparazzi who caught him exiting the venue claimed he was humming softly to himself. The coincidence was impossible to ignore. Was Tan Songyun's accidental confession the reason behind his sudden happiness? Meanwhile, Tan Songyun avoided the press for the next 48 hours, fueling speculation even more. Fans flooded her social media comments with playful accusations. "Unnie, you didn't even hesitate, why his name first? Do you realize what you've done? You just exposed the secret we've all been suspecting. Please, we need a Tankai drama reunion right now." But perhaps the most shocking moment came when Shu Kai himself added fuel to the fire. Just 3 nights after the slip-up, he posted a cryptic message on his social media. Sometimes the truth escapes before the mind has a chance to hide it. The timing couldn't have been more perfect or more suspicious. Fans immediately connected the dots. Was Shu Kai subtly confirming that Tan Songyun's slip wasn't just a random accident, but a window into something real between them? The entertainment blogs exploded with theories. Some argued it was pure professionalism. Shu Kai was simply the first name that popped into her head because of their past collaborations. Others, however, insisted that such a natural, unfiltered moment revealed something much deeper. And then came the bombshell. An insider from the production team of their past drama revealed that during filming, Shu Kai and Tan Songyun had shared an unusually close bond. They would often stay behind on set long after shooting wrapped, talking quietly. It wasn't unusual to see them laughing about something only they seemed to understand. People noticed, but no one dared to say much. The chemistry was real, not just for the cameras. This revelation only added more fire to the flames. Suddenly, every old clip of Shu Kai and Tan Songyun together resurfaced, dissected with fresh eyes. Fans pointed out the way Shu Kai's gaze lingered on her a second too long, or how Tan Songyun's smile seemed brighter when he was by her side. The slip-up interview had opened Pandora's box. Weeks later, the two were coincidentally invited to the same award ceremony. The atmosphere was electric as fans waited, breathless, for any interaction between them. Would they greet each other? Would they sit together? Cameras zoomed in at every possible angle. And then it happened. As Tan Songyun walked onto the stage to present an award, Shu Kai, sitting in the front row, looked up. Their eyes met. It was a fleeting glance, no longer than a few seconds, but the intensity in that silent moment sent shivers across the internet. Twitter, Weibo, Instagram, every platform lit up at once. Fans declared it the look that changed everything. When Tan Songyun handed out the award, she smiled at the winner, but cameras captured that tiny flicker of something in her expression when her gaze brushed over Shu Kai once again. She quickly looked away, but it was too late. The fandom had seen it. By now, the narrative was no longer just about a slip-up. It was about a story unfolding in real time. People started asking, was this fate nudging them forward? Did Tan Songyun's unconscious honesty during that interview reveal the truth her heart already knew? And was Shu Kai quietly acknowledging it with his own cryptic response? Even industry veterans chimed in. A respected director remarked in an interview, sometimes the best performances come from actors who share an unspoken connection. Shu Kai and Tan Songyun had that. It's rare and unforgettable. For fans, the slip-up became symbolic. It wasn't just about Tan Songyun saying Shu Kai's name first, it was about the possibility that their favorite stars might share a hidden bond stronger than anyone imagined. The internet was relentless. Fan edits pairing their past scenes with the interview clip racked up millions of views. Memes, fan fiction, and even petitions for a new drama collaboration spread like wildfire. The phenomenon wasn't just entertainment anymore, it was a cultural storm. And here's the real kicker. In a follow-up interview weeks later, a bold reporter asked Tan Songyun directly, "You accidentally said Shu Kai's name first last time. If you could redo that moment, would your answer still be the same?" She froze for a heartbeat, then smiled a smile that fans swore carried more weight than words. Her answer was simple. Sometimes the first thought is the truest. The audience erupted, and so did the internet. It was the closest thing to confirmation anyone could have hoped for. From a single slip of the tongue, a storm was born. A storm that reminded everyone that sometimes, truth has a way of breaking free, no matter how hard we try to hold it back. And in the world of Shu Kai and Tan Songyun, that truth had just taken center stage. Because one name came out first, and maybe, just maybe, that's the name that mattered all along. The interview room had been buzzing with a steady rhythm, reporters flipping through notes, cameras flashing in perfect sync, fans whispering in the back rows, hoping to catch even the smallest detail of their favorite actress's answers. Tan Songyun, calm and collected, had already charmed the room with her radiant smile and gentle humor. Every response she gave was perfectly polished, carefully measured until that question. The reporter leaned forward with a mischievous glint in his eye, his voice dripping with curiosity. If you could choose one actor, just one, to work with again immediately, who would you name first? It was an innocent enough question, the kind meant to fill a headline but not necessarily cause a scandal. Yet everyone in the room leaned in, waiting. Fans clutched their phones tighter, recording every second. Tan Songyun tilted her head slightly, her eyes narrowing as if the question required deep thought. But then it happened. Her lips parted, and without a second's hesitation, she said softly but clearly, "Shu Kai." The name slipped out like an arrow released from a bow. No pause, no correction, just instinct. For a moment, it felt as if the room had frozen. The air turned thick with silence, heavy with disbelief. Even the whir of the cameras seemed to fade, replaced by the thundering heartbeat of the audience who realized what they'd just heard. Her expression betrayed her. The very second Shu Kai's name left her lips, her eyes widened just slightly, but enough for those watching closely to notice. A nervous laugh followed, her hand reaching up to tuck a stray strand of hair behind her ear as if she could brush away the weight of her slip-up. "I mean, I've been blessed to work with so many talented actors," she added quickly, her voice a little too fast, too eager to redirect. "There are too many names in my head." But no one in that room was fooled. The damage was already done. Shu Kai's name wasn't just another actor's name. It carried history. It carried memories of past projects, on-screen chemistry so natural that fans had never quite recovered. To say his name first, before anyone else, wasn't just a casual slip. It was a confession in disguise, and everyone knew it. The reporters exchanged quick glances, some biting back knowing smiles, others frantically jotting notes. A ripple of whispers broke out in the audience, soft gasps and muffled excitement. Fans sitting in the back row clasped their hands over their mouths, already typing furiously into their phones. She said Shu Kai first. Not a pause. Not a joke. First. Guys, this is huge. Within minutes, the clip was being replayed and shared online. Social media erupted like a volcano. Hashtags flooded every platform. #Tan Songyun'S slip up. #Shu Kai first name. #Tan Kai chemistry. Clips of the exact moment, her voice softly saying Shu Kai before her eyes flickered with panic, circulated endlessly. Fans slowed down the footage, zooming in to capture the faint blush rising on her cheeks, the way she bit her lip right after. They added dramatic captions, "The truth slips when the heart speaks." Meanwhile, those inside the room weren't just spectators, they were witnesses to history. One reporter later admitted, "I've attended countless press events, but that was different." The air shifted. It was like she exposed a secret she didn't even mean to. And the cameras caught everything. In the hours following, fans dug up old interviews, searching for connections. They replayed moments when Tan Songyun had been asked about her favorite co-stars. Back then, she always dodged, always gave safe, diplomatic answers. But here, there had been no hesitation. Shu Kai's name had tumbled out like it was always waiting on the tip of her tongue. Theories exploded. Was Shu Kai the first person who came to her mind because of their closeness off-camera? Did this mean they were secretly in touch, away from the public eye? Or was it deeper? Did she subconsciously reveal feelings that had been carefully hidden until now? The timing of her answer only fueled the fire. Shu Kai himself hadn't been present at the event, but within hours, fans were tagging him relentlessly. "Did you see what she said? She named you first, Kai. What does this mean?" Sources whispered that Shu Kai had, in fact, watched the clip almost immediately after it went viral. An assistant allegedly described his reaction. He didn't laugh. He didn't look shocked. He just smiled quietly, like he knew this moment was bound to happen someday. The internet clung to that detail like treasure. A quiet smile. That was enough to send entire fandoms spiraling. Meanwhile, Tan Songyun remained silent. No statement, no clarification. Her team released nothing, choosing to let the storm rage on without interference. But silence, in this case, spoke volumes. If it was really nothing, why not just brush it off? Why not laugh it away with a playful denial? Instead, she retreated. And fans noticed. Her absence from social media only made her slip feel even more significant. Fans flooded her comment sections with messages. "Your heart spoke before your mind did. Songyun, you've been caught red-handed. Don't hide it, we love Tan Kai." The more she tried to fade into the background, the louder the whispers grew. And the whispers weren't just among fans. Even industry insiders began chiming in. One stylist who had worked with both actors admitted, they had a comfort level with each other that wasn't normal. They joked like old friends, but there was something deeper, a softness you don't usually see on set. Every little piece of evidence was stitched together, forming a narrative too compelling to ignore. By the end of the week, what had begun as a small slip in an interview had grown into a storm that seemed unstoppable. Shu Kai and Tan Songyun's names were inseparable again, just like they had been when their drama aired. Only this time, it wasn't scripted chemistry, it was a real-life question mark, dangling tantalizingly before the public. Fans began creating edits pairing her interview clip with scenes from their past dramas, adding dramatic music and captions like "Some truths can't be hidden forever." Those videos reached millions of views in just days. And through it all, the replay of that single word, Shu Kai, echoed across the internet. It was more than just a name. It was the spark that reignited a fire fans had been waiting to see for years. Because sometimes, The heart speaks before the mind can stop it. And in that interview room, Tan Songyun's heart may have just betrayed the secret she'd been holding all along. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the story, comment your thoughts on Tan Songyun's slip-up, share it with fellow fans, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel for more mind-blowing stories about your favorite star.